Welcome back. We are covering tip number 9 of 25 tips to become a better driver. And before we get started, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, click the thumbs up button, and then click the alert button to let me know that you appreciate the content that's being produced. And it also lets YouTube know that you appreciate the content that's being produced, and it helps them share it with other folks that might have similar interests. So again, greatly appreciate you. We're at about 40 some subscribers, and I appreciate every one of you. And we want to get everybody home safely without incident. That's the whole point of covering these tips. And again, we're going to jump right in and cover tip number 9 of 25 tips to become a better driver. And this one, the last three have been these four, the last three plus this one have been just how to be better citizens and better road partners with truck drivers. So this one is give truckers enough room to turn. And there's a couple of different perspectives here that we want to consider, right? If you see a truck that's getting ready to turn and run parallel against traffic from where you are as you're pulling up to the intersection, don't pull all the way up to where the stoplight is, right? Those trucks with their long beds and cargo, they need to take wider turns, and us on narrower streets. It's one of those things where they need that extra space, and so maybe you stop a car length or two back from where that light is, so that if you know you're not going to make it, you give them enough time and space to turn in, and that's going to also help the flow of traffic. Otherwise, what's going to happen if you pull right up and they're trying to turn in, everybody in line behind you is going to have to take time and back up a little bit. Maybe you miss a light or two, right? And we all want to get to where we're going quicker. So again, this comes down to also just kind of being aware of your surroundings and the road and the task at hand. And again, that takes a little practice sometimes. Try not to be distracted with whatever it is that you're doing, so that you can, again, be a better citizen and a better partner out there on the road. And that's just one of the tips. So the other thing too is that if a truck is going to turn, you don't want to be right on the their tailgate as well, because again they can't see you. But again, that's just a minor tip. But we talked about the tailgating as well in the prior video. But again, give them enough space on their flanks on either side of them as well, so that again, hopefully they have their blinker turned on. But sometimes tail lights and blinkers burn out as well, but just make sure you're aware of the surroundings. But again, their angle, they're going to turn right into you. If you don't give them enough room, that bed doesn't necessarily move and follow them. It basically turns on a pivot, those rear wheels. And so as they're turning, if you don't give them enough room, and if they can't judge you because you're that close, that bed might actually turn into that front passenger side of your car if they're making a left-hand turn, or vice versa on the right-hand side, which they shouldn't be making a turn that way. But again, just something to consider in terms of where you are and how you're stopping, and be considerate, use your judgment. That's the biggest thing I can tell you. But again, the truck drivers in the U.S. really keep everything supplied. I don't think that we have any real idea in terms of how much trouble we'd be in if we didn't have our truck drivers out there delivering the commerce and the goods that we need, from whether it be the local grocery store, or whether the long haulers who are pulling all that product off of the ports throughout the U.S. and distributing it across the U.S. So again, we want to make life easier and better for them. They're on the road away from their families a lot, and we want to bring them home safely as well. And so these are just some of this tip, and the last 3 tips are just a couple of suggestions to help make life easier for everybody and be good partners with our truck driving brothers and sisters out there, and keep everybody safe. So that's going to do it. Before we go, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and hit the alert button to let myself and YouTube know that you appreciate the content that's being produced. And we will talk to you at the next video.